Hello everybody to this Instagram live. Today I'm gonna talk a little bit about my Bufo ceremony that I had yesterday. It's a 5 Meo DMT ceremony, so in the field of plant medicine, and for everybody who's interested in that topic, I'm gonna share a little bit out of my experiences from yesterday. First of all, it's not an illegal substance or anything like that. It's here in Mexico quite common to do that, and it also comes from this region here. So Bufo is a secret, so to say, from a frog. I don't know the word in English correct. I think it's tot. Whatever it is, it has a huge impact on people's life, and I want to tell you a little bit what it made with me. And I was super skeptical about all these plant medicine things since I heard the first time about it 5-6 years ago, and I never felt that calling, okay, now is the time to do it. And as I one time had a super bad trip in Ibiza from a hash cookie, I was like, totally, I'm not gonna do this again, because I was like dying in this thing in this moment. Really, it was so bad. So I was sure I never gonna use anything like this anymore. And as we're here in Mexico, a lot of people talked about this topic, and also people at our Reconnect retreat. And I met the right people to do this with, and so I felt comfortable and I felt the calling. Last week I didn't feel it, and then out of the sudden it told me, yes, now is the time to do it. There's a lot of things going on in my life right now, a lot of changes, a lot of things that are in transformational process. I felt like it's the only thing that can truly help me right now, because with overthinking I cannot come to the conclusion that I need. So what is Bufo? Like I already said, it's a secret from a frog, or like a tot, and it has a huge impact on the people's life. And I did some research yesterday about all these plant medicine things, and they say that Bufo is one of the strongest psychedelics in the world, and one of the most having the most impact, so to say, on people. And it's also called the God's molecule. So it's a way of connecting with the source, with God, with the universe, whatever you want to call it, and experience true love that comes from within, because we all are connected and we all are one. And this is what I experienced in this session, definitely. And I need to say, and it's very important also, that people wrote me in the chat right now, I'm not promoting this. I'm not telling you guys do it. I will never do this. I think it's something that everybody needs to find out for their own. For me, it was the right timing. For me, it was the right thing to do it, but it can also be the wrong timing, or the wrong moment, or the wrong thing for anyone else. So I can just share my experience here. I'm not promoting this kind of things, because I'm not an expert in this field, and I would never go and say do it if you don't feel like it, and if you're not in the right moment. So what is truly important, that is something I figured out, is the facilitator, the person who is doing it with you. So this needs to be someone super skilled, and someone who really knows what he's doing or she's doing. I don't know why it's so loud here right now in Mexico, but I hope you guys can still hear me. So I was always looking for someone helping me with my topics, because everybody has traumas or things that they want to work on, or a lot of people, especially in the Western world, have diseases like depression, burnout, anxieties, also kind of addictions. Doesn't matter what it is. I mean, we're all addicted to sugar. Some of us are addicted to coffee, some are addicted to smoking or alcohol or whatever it is, and it's all addictions. So sometimes people don't find answers, and they don't find solution to their problems, and so they're looking for alternatives, and that's what I did. So I had some questions in my mind that I could not answer myself, that I really holding me back from my best version, and I felt that it's the right timing for me to do that. So I'm gonna explain you a little bit what happened there. So the person I did it with is someone I truly trust, and he and his girlfriend, they do it already at their own retreats and knowing what they're doing, and they also did it several times on themselves. And I know that they're in the market for so many years now, and they have so many people already, so I know exactly what I did when I came there, and I had fully trust that this is the right moment with the right people. So what did we do? We drove into the jungle of Tulum in Mexico, had a nice house there. It was beautiful. It was completely secluded from noise. It was completely out of everything, and it was absolutely stunning to be in this calm atmosphere while doing this. And so we arrived there, and there were like blankets and pillows and also a fireplace and candles and whatever you want to have at an event like this, it was there. Yoga mats and stuff like that. So in the end we started with a nice meditation, with some breath work and with some connecting techniques and methods that we used to connect with ourselves and with nature and the present moment. So that was amazing. We had beautiful music and just like felt super chilled when we started, and I felt truly right in this environment. And if you ever do this, my tip number 1, please do it with people you fully trust. First tip. Second, listen to your intuition. Is it the right day? Is it the right moment? And if you are there at the moment, you can anytime say no. So if there's anything that doesn't feel good for you, or if you're like not sure what you do there, then don't do it. So that's what I experienced. And yesterday I just felt it's the right timing, it's the right place, it's the right people. Everything felt so right. So this is why I did it. And like I said, again, I'm not promoting this. I'm just telling my own experience from that. And I also will tell you a little bit later why I did it. All right? So if you have any questions about plant medicine, about alternative things for healing, or about my experience, then just text me in the chat, and I'm willing to help you with a little bit more information. So someone asked me what was my real intention. I will talk about it later on. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to change something here in the live. I have no clue how to name this live with a topic. I have no clue how this is working, but doesn't matter. So, like I said, I arrived there, it was beautiful, I felt comfortable, and then I did it. So what do you do there? You're gonna smoke this. So it's a molecule that you're gonna smoke in, and we did some breathworks before, like I said, so it was like fully out. And then you smoked it in, and then you already feel the feel something in your body. So what happened with me? I felt like I'm getting a little bit, not really dizzy, but like my head was moving like this in a circle. I closed my eyes and I just surrendered to the moment. And what happened there was like I saw a lot of light, like light visuals, and a little bit of like not stars, but I don't know, I cannot really describe it. It was super, super bright on my inner eye, so to say. So I had my eyes closed and I saw all this light, and it was beautiful. And then I felt so fucking relaxed that I just wanted to lay down, because I said before. And then I was like doing like this, like around, and then I was laying down. I opened up my arms, my chest like this. I don't know if you can see it, like this, and then laid down on the yoga mat. And then it felt like this whole yoga mat is soaking me in, like I'm one with the yoga mat, so to say. And I felt so connected and so in peace. I'm like, wow, this is so beautiful. And then I had a moment where I thought I'm losing control, and I'm like, fuck, I want to hold a hand. So in my first impression, I had that thought, I want to hold a hand. And Tanya was there, a friend of mine, and she said, if I need her hand, I can take it. And then there was a voice inside of me that told me, Francie, you always were looking for somebody holding your hand all the way down your life. You know that you can handle this alone. You don't need anyone. And then I was just laying there and like, yes, I don't need anyone. So I had so many beautiful realizations in that moment, and I can share some of them with you. So first of all, my realization was that we are all one, and we're connected to the source, to universe, with each other, and that everybody is fighting their own fights, so to say, their own fears, their own demons, and that we all the time struggle with so many things, and that we can be so much more grateful and empathic to each other. So that was one. And then the second was a lot of my family stuff that I worked on during the ceremony. I had some questions and I got answers to this, because everybody might have some traumas from ex-relationships or from childhood or whatever it is, and these moments popped up in my mind. So I had the chance to go into a situation from my childhood, from my parents, where I was laying on a how can I describe that? Yeah, on the bed actually, and I saw myself in the third dimension. So I was looking like a bird onto the situation from the meta perspective, and I saw myself laying there and crying, and my parents were like fighting and then or having a discussion, whatever it was. And then I just had this thought, why they can't just not love each other, why they can just not put their whole heart into this and try to make it work. And I was just like questioning all this atmosphere, and then I hold it myself again, and yeah, whatever. It goes too much into detail, but it was beautiful, this experience, and I could turn something around in my mind about this situation. Then my mind went to my first relationship, and that was a tough one actually. I was from 14 until 18 in a really tough relationship, my first one. And it was like a lot of ups and downs and on and off and drama and cheating and everything involved. So I saw myself laying on the bathroom floor, and I was crying my eyes all out because I found out that again he cheated on me, and it was a complete mess, and I was like fucking crying and all these lies, and I could not handle it anymore. And I was just questioning myself, why the hell do I deserve this? Why the hell me? What did I do wrong that is like this? And yeah, now I just understood. We were just young and he could not handle his emotions differently. He had friends and parents and stuff like that that were like more, how can I say, in the party mode and yeah, whatever. Like not in the field of I want to have a proper committed relationship. We were young and it was not the time for that probably. So I went into understanding for him and into complete love for him, and found out that this situation made me so strong for everything that came out after it. And so I went into the gratitude for him, for the situation, for everything we had together, and for the situation making me fucking strong to handle all the things that I could handle in the years after. So that was beautiful. And then I cried, of course, and it came out of my eyes, a lot of like tears, and then I rolled over. So you need to understand during these sessions, you're not completely gone, because like for me it was like this. I had all the time the moment of I can open my eyes now and I'm back. So that's just how I felt it. I don't know if it's always like this, but for me it was like, okay, if I open my eyes, I see the trees, I see the jungle, I know where I am. So I was complete in the situation. So I was not gone with my brain and I'm not handling the situation anymore. So that was not it in that moment. So and then I closed my eyes again. I rolled over to the left side. I had the feeling I need to puke now, and then nothing came. So I just rolled over and cried and went into gratitude and into love and understanding and empathy, and it was beautiful. And so I changed a lot of situations out of my past. I went back in my history, looked on these situations, changed a lot from my programmed mind, because we always think we're not good enough, we are not loved, we are not deserving a better life, whatever. This is how our child, inner child thinks, because we are programmed from these situations that happen to us, and we're not able to control the outcome. So now my present me went back to history and changed a lot in this situation. And then also I had the feeling that when I went back to my childhood things, I had a feeling that my present me tells my little me from back then, little Francie, you're okay, everything is good, don't worry, I have your back, you will survive this, you will go out of this. Because in the moment when it happened, I thought this is the end now, I cannot handle this, it's so painful, and I don't know where there is a end of the light of the tunnel, so to say. And my present me knows that there is. So I wish I could have told my child me, my inner child, don't worry, everything is good. I have your back and everything will work out in the end. So, and then also my present me knows a lot more than my inner child. Of course, when I was a child, I didn't know how to handle a situation like that. And now my present me knows breathing is one tool that can help. Meditating is a tool. Open communication is a tool that can help situations like that. But these tools I didn't have back then. So what I try to do with my inner child in this situation of like beaming myself back to the situation, I was telling my inner me, my little child, little Francie, you're okay. Just breathe and take it slow and become present of the moment, and then go and stand up and talk your truth, like speak your truth, speak your mind, and stand up for yourself. You can do it. So I was like motivating my inner child in this situation. So with this, I think I could turn something round, and I'm not the victim of my history anymore. And that's how I feel right now. So I hope that explains a little bit what happened there. If you have any questions about my DMT session yesterday with Bufo, then just let me know and write me in the comments. I think it's not a common topic a lot of people talk about, but I talk about it because I think it helped me, and I just want to share some experiences and also why I did it. So I'm going through a lot of transformation, through a big transformation right now, personally, but also with my business. And I thought, okay, there are some patterns of my history that are inside of me that I really need to change if I want to make a huge impact on people in a positive way in the future, and also on my own life. And I knew about these patterns, and I knew that there is something stuck within me that I cannot solve just by coaching or just by trying to not think about it. So I really want to work on myself. I really want to improve, and I want to heal my things that needs to be healed. So I just went into this ceremony, and it truly happened that I experienced true self-love, trust in me, trust in the universe. I felt it so much. I mean, it's so different if you say it to someone. Like, for example, I tell you, trust in the universe, trust in yourself. Yeah, maybe you know that already. But truly feeling it, embodying this feeling and this emotion, and knowing it deep inside yourself, I could truly literally cry again because it's so beautiful, makes such a huge difference. So that was it, basically. And actually, I was so scared the days before. I watched crazy YouTube videos about people doing Bufo, and they completely went nuts. They went completely crazy. They went first in a bad trip and then in a good trip, so to say. They experienced their own death, and then they experienced their own reborn again. They went back in history of the human life, so to say, when we were Homo sapiens. It was completely crazy. What I found out when I researched this. So I was pretty scared. I'm like, it's still calling me, but I don't know if that is a good idea to do it, because it's quite shocking to watch these YouTube videos. But I think it's just a matter of with who you do it and where you do it. Like I already said, 2 important tips: that you know exactly with who you do it, and if you feel comfortable in the situation, and with the facilitator. And I did this, so I think this was the reason why I never had any bad situation or anything like truly hurting me or was painful. Not at all. It was super beautiful, and I felt so in peace and connected and with Mother Nature. And then also I rolled over my shoulder and I laid like this, and then I had such a crazy focus in my eyes. Like my eyes were so focused, so I saw, like, for example, a piece of the tree or like a stone on the ground, and I could zoom in so crazy. Like I saw this pattern of the plant so good, like it was crazy. And then I realized how beautiful nature is. Then I looked up on the sky, so I saw the clouds, and I zoomed in there, and it was so fucking beautiful that I just really cried, because I'm so grateful to have that chance to experience something like that. So first of all, again, it was a beautiful experience. It changed a lot in me already, and this substance stays around 3 months in your body, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna have a long-lasting positive impact on my life, and I'm glad that I did it. That is the status quo now, so we never know what else happens, but that's just how I feel right now in this moment. So I want to share with you about how I felt. So yeah, that was my Bufo ceremony yesterday. And like I said before, I did a lot of research and was almost freaking out because I was really scared about what could happen there, because I have some topics in my history that when they pop up, that's really painful, and I didn't want to go back into that topic. So I was glad that it didn't happen and that it was just like a truly nice healing process, even though it can go the wrong way too. And I don't want to hide this information from you, because you just need to make your own mind about that topic if you want to do something like that or whatever. Be careful and always think about if it's the right timing and the right people in the right place, like I said already. So yeah, so I'm not promoting this, I'm just sharing my experience. Again, that's really important that you understand this. And I think for a lot of people this is nothing and they're scared, and if you're scared, it's never a good intention to go completely scared into something. You can be a bit nervous and you can be excited and maybe a little bit I don't know how this is going, but if you're like super frightened of stuff like that, then I would not recommend this to anyone. Alright, so going back to my first experience with any kind of drugs, so to say. If I don't want to call it like this, because it's actually not a drug, it's plant medicine, and it's an allowed substance here in Mexico, so it's not illegal or anything like that. So just that you know that I'm not using any crazy things that are not allowed. So I had a really bad hash cookie experience in Ibiza, and it completely blew my mind off, and this was one of the most horrible experiences in my life. So I ate this, I think 3 years ago or something like that, with a friend of mine, and I still don't know what happened there, because we thought it's a hash cookie, but I guess it was not, and they at the shop gave us something different. A friend of us gave it to us, and then we just like, okay, let's try it out. Because I'm always jumping into things and try things out and want to know what it is and whatever. And so I did it, and then it was the most horrible thing I've ever experienced. So in these 12 hours of this trip, I cannot even tell you what else happened, but it was crazy. I had 100,000 explosions in my mind. It was like pew, 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 all the time. My mind was so fast, running like a computer. It was like boom, 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 boom with the thoughts, like so fucking fast. And it was so overwhelming that my brain really hurt. So I'm like, it hurts so much, stop it. And my brain could not stop. And it was so tough, I cannot even tell you. And then I saw myself in a meta perspective dying in Ibiza 3 times. I saw myself in the birth channel of my mom when she like pressed me out, so to say. So it's completely crazy. I was in the universe, I was flying around there as a soul without my body, and then like words come after me, for example the word trust or happiness or lack, but also bad words like anger and mistrust and all that stuff. And it was so much, I could not handle the situation. And then I also, with my friend, we had like a red bond between our eyes, from the third eye to the other third eye from my friend, and we communicated in telepathy. It was completely crazy. We not even talked one word, and we were sending us information through a telepathic band. You need to imagine this. So from that point on, I woke up in the morning, I'm like, I never do this shit again. This was horrible. Like, it was just a bad trip from the first moment to the end. There was nothing good in this. So I'm like, okay, I'm done with this. So I was so gone from all these topics that I never want to do this again, and I never did. So yeah, that was my horrible experience with drugs. So I was like, I'm never gonna go into this again. And then some people told me that they had good experiences with plant medicine to heal their traumas, to heal their, like, solve their patterns in their minds about themselves, and that they had so good results with it. And then I opened my ear again about this topic. I'm like, well, maybe this is something I want to try out in the future. Okay. And then I know a lot of people who did it, and they openly spoke about it, and they talked what it is and what happened with them. And you can truly see these people grow in these 3 months. It's crazy. After they did it, what happens after this, like, it's insane. That's just how I experienced it. Even though I also know some bad stories about it. So it's 50-50, I would say, or maybe 70-30 in a more positive direction. So everything can happen. I can just say I was at a point in my life when I decided to do it where I thought I cannot help myself right now. I cannot find a solution in my brain. I cannot... I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. So it was almost my last solution that I saw for myself in this case. So this is why I said, fuck it, I'll just do it. And if it helps me, I'm fine with that. And if not, I'm also fine with that. But I at least tried it. So yeah, I can just tell you honest about how I felt, and I hope that's okay for you guys, and I hope that you don't judge me or think, okay, this girl is now completely crazy. I am crazy, I know that, and everybody knows that I'm not like a normal, ordinary person. I'm Aquarius, I'm a fucking rebel, and I'm a free spirit, and I always jump into new topics if there is something calling me, that there is something that I can learn from. So that was it here too. And yeah, that was my experience with Bufo 5 Meo DMT here in Mexico. Like I said, this substance comes from Mexico, and also the ritual, or like that the people doing it comes from Mexico. So I did it where the source is, where it's traditionally from, and also the facilitator, like I said, I had my full trust, and as I know him already for a while now, I knew it's the right timing and the right people. So anything else that I missed to say, I'm thinking. Yeah, it has an impact already on today, because I did a meditation this morning here on the rooftop in Playa del Carmen, where I'm currently at, and I never had the chance to meditate in such a peaceful way. Normally I'm meditating and I'm distracted from all of the things around me, all noises and all things that happening. So I went never that deep. And this morning I'm like, wow, I'm so in peace with everything around me. I cannot even tell how much in peace. It's, I don't know, I feel so more calm in me and strong, but not in a bam 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 way, more in a deep inner knowing everything is alright and I'm good as I am. Everything happens for a reason. I can trust myself and the universe and the right timing and the spirits that maybe are guiding me. And if I close my eyes, I'm still in it. Like I see all these visuals, these light visuals, and giving me so much peace and happiness. I don't know. It's just how it feels for me right now. So I'm a person that dealt already with I would not say depression, because I never had like a piece of paper from my doctor where stood you have a depression, but I know how I am, and I had moments where I was quite depressed in my life or felt like that. I had a panic attack already in my life, 2 of them. I had during the bed trip actually an epileptic shock. I had anxieties. I had so many shit already, and a lot of relationships didn't work out because of my past traumas from my childhood and my first relationship. So a lot of things that I carried with a lot of baggage on my shoulders, and I just wanted to get rid of this. I could not handle this anymore, and I said to myself, I'm 30 years now and I'm gonna change this no matter what, because I'm not giving these emotions and these patterns also to my children one day. Because if you look from a spiritual aspect onto things, I believe that we also have some emotions stuck in our body, in our DNA from our parents, and that's not even ours. That's not ours, but we carry this baggage because they didn't have the chance to solve it for them. So now we have this too, and we repeat patterns all the time. Just look on your own family. What kind of things you also have or do wrong, or you didn't solve for yourself yet, like your parents too. Just look on it. And I have some topics that I know my mom has and my dad has, and I know where it's coming from, and I just want to get rid of that. I want to free myself from bullshit that is not longer serving me. And this was the main reason why I said I'm gonna do this. So taking ownership of your own bullshit, and also realize that you're not a victim of what's going on in your life, that you all the time, every day can change it. That was a fucking game changer in my life. And I do this with coaching, and coaching is a super helpful tool. So I transform myself, I develop myself through coaching. So I book other coaches or mentors in the specific field. They're gonna help me in this, and then I'm solving my stuff. I book healing sessions. I book this ceremony, for example. I go on retreats. I do whatever is possible for me to grow. I do whatever is possible for me to get rid of the things I can no longer have in my life, you know? And I want to implement new stuff. I want to invite happiness and bliss and gratefulness, or like gratitude, into my life, and not more longer this bullshit from the past, you know? And this takes courage to look on the most painful spots in your mind and in your soul, and realize you can change it at any time. And realizing this helped me to go through this process of booking this ceremony and doing it, because I knew I want to get rid of this, and maybe this is a chance to do so. And looking back on yesterday from today's perspective, it helped me a lot. So that's just what I can tell you from my 5 Meo DMT session with Bufo yesterday. And now I know exactly what I want. I know exactly who I am, and I know that I'm guided through a higher source that is leading me, and I never felt it that strong like yesterday, and I'm grateful that I had the chance to do it. I will tell you maybe an update after 3 months how I feel and what happened in between, but I'm so ready to come back to my true me and create even bigger things for you guys, because I know I'm not even at the half where I could be. I'm not even making or creating the half of the things I want to do, and there's just so much more potential and so much more things that I want to create and do. I'm just starting. So this is actually what also came out of the ceremony, that I'm so powerful, and I'm gonna use this power to the positive, for the positive, and to create more really helpful things for you guys. For example, new retreats in Ibiza that I'm gonna do soon, or online events also, of course, coaching sessions, group mentorings, all of that is so much planned. And I feel like now I'm back. I'm back, I'm coming back to business, I'm coming back to bringing out all of my inner processes to me and to the world after. I hope you can understand me what I want to say. My English is a little bit shit today, I'm sorry for that, but I hope you get my message. And I'm just thankful for everybody in my life who did me wrong, because that really helped me to become a strong, powerful woman. I'm grateful for everything that happened in my life, because I know exactly it led me to this place and this time and this moment in my life. And I can truly say, even though sometimes it's shaky around me and things are not working out like they should be, I know everything happens for a reason. Everything is okay. I'm okay. And I will also go through this. And everything is just temporary in life. Nothing is permanent. We're all gonna die. And this is also a main realization, of the Bufo, so to say. I hope you guys can feel what I want to tell you, and my message is coming through your heart. And that's it, I think, from my side. If you don't have any questions, then I'm gonna finish here. If you have any questions after this live, then just let me know. Doesn't matter how and where, maybe on Instagram in a questions field. I'm gonna do that after this live. I'm gonna save this for everybody, so they can watch it after. So in case you just joined this live now, you can just watch the whole IGTV video after on Instagram. And I'm also gonna upload it maybe on my created podcast. It's the podcast you find on Spotify and on iTunes. A created podcast is a business and lifestyle podcast for everybody who wants to lead a more free and connected life. And what do? now or in the next days I'm a little bit longer in Mexico, and then I'm gonna head off to Germany, and from Germany then in May to Ibiza. That's my plan for the route now. Let's see. And yeah, right now I'm still in Mexico, enjoying a beautiful day here with beautiful weather. Maybe I'm gonna show you a little bit from this rooftop where I'm currently at. And yeah, on Tuesday I'm back in business, and yeah, we'll create more new products and events for you guys, and sit down on my ass, and yeah, we'll create all the things that are still in my mind and bring it into life on Tuesday. So yeah, that's it. And in case anybody of you guys want to join a retreat or a private coaching session or coaching days or a business workshop with me in Ibiza, in real life, in real time, face to face, you and me, I'm super happy to welcome you there. I'm down, just text me a message and then we figure something out. We also do individual packages. We call these the coaching days. So the coaching days will be in Ibiza whenever you want. Just tell me when you can. You can come over for 3 days, for example, for over the weekend, and get a private coaching with me in my house in Ibiza. And then, we're gonna have a good time there together. You can sleep in my guest room, and we work on the topics that needs to be worked on yourself. We also gonna do events this summer in Ibiza with like yoga, acro yoga, meditation, breath work, ice bath, maybe plant medicine if I find a good facilitator on the island, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do. And of course business workshops and events like that. So that's planned for this year. I'm pumped, I'm motivated, and I cannot wait to rock this with you guys. And yeah, I'm happy, sending you much love, and I hope this helped you a little bit to understand what I did there. And I just want to openly share what I did so everybody can make up their own mind about it. And as you know me, I always speak my truth. I'm not hiding my words, and if anybody of you guys don't like it, it's okay for me too. It doesn't need to be right for everyone or for like all of you. It has to be right for me, because that's my life, and I'm not fearing any judgment because I'm over this already for such a long time. I experienced a lot of judgment in my life already. People talking shit about me. People think they know anything, but actually they don't. People like smashing shit at me because they think it's bullshit what I say or what I do, and it's okay. I can handle this. Don't worry. I'm a fighter. I'm strong, and it makes nothing with me anymore. So I know that if people judge you or like smash shit at you, it has more to do with them than with me personally, because I let everybody live how they want to live. I let everybody do what they want to do without judging their lifestyle. I can tell, okay, it's not my lifestyle, I want to do it different, and I don't understand that you live it like this, but I accept it, I respect it, and it's okay. So that's how I live, and that's how I wish that people would also see me. So I hope you guys don't judge me. You weren't there, you don't know exactly what happened, and also you're not in my mind and in my soul. You're just you, and that's totally fine. But please take out of this life what you want to take out of this. And if something is triggering you, what I said, and you think like, okay, this girl is completely crazy, or it's something that's coming up with you in you right now, it's okay. It can be there. Take it as a message, maybe from me or from universe, however you want to call it, to look at this topic a bit more in deep and see what it can teach you. And I don't know if I would do plant medicine again. It was nice for one day, one time. I don't know if I ever gonna do that again. Maybe yes, maybe no. I haven't decided this yet, and I'm not willing to plan this now. It's a thing that is not addictive or anything like that, so I'm not feeling any urge of, I need to do this again now. One time is enough. But for now, and it helped me to solve my issues right now in this moment. But I don't know if I need to do that again. So that's just an update. little disclaimer at the end. Again, I'm not promoting any kind of plant medicines. I'm not promoting drugs at all, because I'm actually against that. It always does matter with who you do it, for what reason you do it, with what intention you do it, and if you just do it to numb yourself, because a lot of people drink alcohol, smoking cigarettes, and taking any kind of chemical drugs. If you just do it to numb yourself, then watch again this live here and listen to what my intuition wants to tell your intuition right now. From heart to heart, what is it that you're actually trying to get away from? From what are you running away? What is the reason why you're numbing yourself with chemical bullshit that is not serving your body? Is it really helpful for your future? Probably not. Why then you do it? So that's the only question I have for you right now. And people numb themselves every day, all the time, with everything, and they distract themselves because they cannot handle themselves anymore, and they cannot just truly listen to their emotion, because they don't want to feel pain. And this is why they have kind of they developed some kind of methods to get away from pain, to avoid pain. It's a pain avoidance strategy, so to say. But is it truly helpful for you in the end? Or is it just coping mechanism to try to live anyhow? Or is that actually solving the problem? And I don't think it's solving anything. Like going for party every night, going crazy, drinking alcohol to an excess, smoking, taking any kind of chemical drugs, whatever it is, it's fucking unhealthy. And yeah, I mean, it's not bad if you do it one time or whatever. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. But I don't know, people just run away all the time from the things that truly matter. And I wish for you from the bottom of my heart that you stop run away and get your ass at the seat where you need to be and really make things happen. Like, stand up for yourself, find solutions, go out there and find possibilities to heal yourself, to work on yourself, to develop, to grow, and get out of the victim mode. Because you are a fucking strong and powerful creator, and you can create everything you need and want in your life to make a life better. I'm 100% sure in this. Because I look back on my life and also on the lives that I know from my clients and from my friends and family and everything like that. I know exactly where it's gonna lead you. So stop running away from your own fears, from your own anxieties, from your pain, and get out of the victim mood. Stop running away. Just do it and go through the pain, because that's where magic happens and where you grow. That is just something I can wish for you. And I hope that motivates you to get more into healing, into coaching, into meditation, into whatever is needed that helps you. Doesn't matter what it is. Because we all do fight our own demons. We all have our package, our burdens on our shoulders. And we can make a change. So it's nothing that you need to carry for you the rest of your life. No, you can solve it. And it's worth going this journey. So with these words, I'm gonna close this live here. I hope it helped you, and I'm happy that you joined, and I'm happy that I can take the chance now to, maybe inspire someone of you. With this, I'm gonna close this live. Thank you for joining. Much love from Mexico, and speak soon again. Bye. Mwah. Bye.